As mentioned in the last episode, a racetrack is designed to challenge you as a rider. You will find high-speed straights, long flowing corners, tight technical bends, change in elevation, change in angles or cambers as we like to call them. Thankfully, you've got yourself an Apache which has been designed keeping this in mind. In this episode, we're going to take you through some race terminologies and show you the best way to get around a track efficiently, quickly, and safely. That's right. While a racetrack is designed to challenge you, it has also been designed keeping safety in mind. Large runoff areas, gravel traps, and tire walls are designed to slow down in case of a spill. Oh, and you know those red and white stripes? Those are called curbs. They're painted red and white to draw the attention of the rider that they're approaching the end of the track with, and they feel almost the same as rumble strips if you happen to go on top of them. But most experienced riders land up using them as a way to maximize their speed. While on a track, you also encounter race marshals who are there with race flags. For example, a green flag would generally mean that the coast is clear and you can ride freely. But a yellow flag means you need to proceed with caution until you can see a green flag again. Then there is a red flag, which means that the session has stopped and you need to head back safely into the pit lane. Remember, the race control mandates that you cannot ride at speeds of more than 60 km per hour when you're in the pits. And obviously there is the checkered flag, which we're all familiar with, which means the end of the race or the session. There are many flags like this when it comes to a racetrack session, so it is important that you memorize these before you head on for your first race session. Now let's move on to the exciting part, which is the racing line. The quickest way between 2 points is a straight line, and that is the basic principle of the racing line. Your objective on a racetrack is to find the straightest line possible so that you can make the quickest time. And while it's easier said than done, it is actually possible to find this fastest line by doing this simple drill. While starting near the curb on the outside, you turn in moving to the curb on the inside, touching it approximately halfway, and then moving on to the curb on the outside. This is called the out-in-out drill. The important principle to know here is the apex of the corner. The apex is the part where you touch the curb on the inside, and this is generally the part where you stop entering the corner and start exiting the corner. Once you get comfortable moving from one corner to another, this is the part where you start planning on how you're going to enter the next corner. Do this in a flow and you will land up with the racing line, which is the quickest way around the racetrack. Look at the curve at the outside which you're going to go into, and then look at the apex of the corner which you're going to get to. Once you're getting into the apex and you know that you can do it, start looking at the curve on the outside. And once you're exiting the corner, start looking at the entry point of the next corner. And this is how you get into a flow and you find your racing line. When we say keep your chin up, we literally mean it on the racetrack. Keep your chin up and look ahead at where you're going. No matter what the angle of the bike, look at the horizon ahead. Time for a pro tip. Experienced riders use markers around a track to stay consistent with their lap times. They look for anything like discoloration of the track, a curb, the marker which marks the next corner. Keeping all of this in mind is exactly how they get the fastest racing line around a racetrack. We've now covered how to prepare yourself, your motorcycle, and your mind for the track. We've also shown you the quickest way around the track. But now, the next episode, we are going to cover the dynamics between a motorcycle and the rider put together. But before that, if you have any questions, drop them in the comments below, hit like, and don't forget to share this video with your riding buddies.